Good stuff! Is that him? So you're the red-haired adult. The name's Ladakh. So how about it? Let's discover the edge of the world together. Huh?
Get out of the way! Under the direct order of Admiral Agares, we are here to arrest the red-haired adult. Where is he?
This way.
There he is! Over there! Stop!
Don't let him get away! After them!
Stop!
That's the ship. Hurry!
Hey, Adol! We're really sailing away!
Adol! It's been a while. It's me, Tara. Remember? We had our adventure in Xandria 3 years ago. I bet you didn't even recognize me since I've grown into such a beautiful woman.
What? You're heading to the giant vortex of Canaan? You can't be serious! The vortex of Canaan. For ages, it swallowed countless ships heading to the west and brought fear to all seafarers like ourselves. However, legend holds that within its eye lies a treasure beyond imagination. That's great.
Ladak's the captain here, and he's my dad. 2 years ago, he let me board this ship, the Tremar. I wanted to see the world, because if I didn't, I would never catch up to that certain someone. Oh no, it's the remote fleet!
What is the matter, Isha? Oh, sister. It felt like there was a disturbance in the wind. The wind? I'm sorry. Keep going. I love it when you play the flute, Ola. Thank you. What's that? An Arisian. They've never washed up on this beach before. Is he dead? No, he's alive. He's still breathing. But he must be treated immediately. Isha, please stay here. I'll go get help, so keep watch over him. Oh, okay. So, it's true. They don't have tails. His ears are really small, too. And his hair, it's almost like a flame. Huh? No. What was that? I haven't been seeing those visions as much as I used to, but when I was looking at him, What? I'm shaking. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I can't believe an Arisian would wash up on our beach. To make matters worse, it appears as if he is a warrior. Why did you even bring him here?
I am really sorry, Uncle. But it looked like he might die any second back there. It seemed best to get him treatment here in the village.
But distrust towards the Arisians has never been stronger. You're a priestess. If you act this way, it only adds fuel to the fire.
But... Thank goodness you're awake. Can you understand me?
It's fortunate that you can understand our words. I'm Ord, and I serve as chief of the Redder tribe. Red-haired Arisian, what is your name? Arisian names always sound so strange to me. Adol, you should really thank this girl. She's the one who rescued you when you washed ashore.
My name is Olha. We've done what we can for now, but your injuries still are not healed. Please try not to push yourself. Take some time to recuperate.
We can't have you here for long. You're feeble, Arisian, but you're still young. You'll get well soon. When you can get up and about again, you must leave our house.
But Uncle...
Olha, you are a priestess and a descendant of Alma. You must never forget your duty to the Redder tribe.
I am truly sorry. My uncle really means no harm. It's just that he's had some problems with the Arisians lately. Well, just make yourself at home and rest for now. Oh! Here. You are already able to get up. I am so relieved. You look much healthier now. You were actually asleep for 3 whole days, you know. Your wounds had healed, but your body itself became quite frail. You seem to be perfectly okay now, though, so I'm glad. Oh, please excuse me. Allow me to introduce myself properly. My name is Olha, and I am a Redden priestess. You said your name was Adol, correct? So, how did you end up washing ashore on our island anyway? Pirate? Raumans? I do not understand, but your situation seems similar to other Arisians, though. Well, I'm sure there is a lot you still don't understand, so I shall answer whatever questions I can. Please ask me anything you want. You think my ears and tail unusual? Arisians, outsiders, are always surprised. But we Reda find people with small ears and no tails such as yourself quite strange. That makes us even. Since ancient times, we Reda have dwelt here on the Canaan Islands. Through Alma's grace, we have received the bounty of the forest and ocean. But I suppose our way of life may differ from that of you Arisians. Many from beyond the great vortex have washed ashore, just like you. We call all such people Arisians. In the northeast, these people have built and live in a stone settlement. It's on Canaan Island. Unfortunately, though, you can't get there right now. The great vortex that you got trapped in, the Canaan Islands are actually inside of it. We Reda live on Quatera Island, blessed with heavily wooded areas. Canaan Island has plains and mountains. The Arisians live there. Lastly, there's Zemeth Island in the inland sea, home to ancient ruins. Combined, these three form a chain known as the Canaan Islands. Oh, have you already met her? She is Isha, my younger sister. She has always been rather shy around Arisians. So I think that must be why she seems to be avoiding you. She can be timid, but she's a good, tender-hearted girl. I'd love to see you two get to know each other. His name is Ord. He's our uncle and the chief of the Reda tribe. He is not only a warrior and a hunter, but a sage well-versed in our legends. Sir Adol? Please, do not worry about what my uncle said to you. He has a bit of a grudge against Arisians due to some recent events. Once we explain things to him in more detail, he'll come around. I will be staying in this room, carrying out my duties as a priestess. But if there is anything you need to know, you are always free to ask me.
So you finally come to your senses. You may call me Silva. I am a warrior of the Reda. Though the very sight of you makes my skin crawl, I carried you here at Oha's request. I would have never aided you otherwise.
I'm sorry. You startled me. I've heard about you from Oha. Are you well already? So, you're the Arisian that Oha brought in? Is that red hair? Oh, my, you're quite handsome. You seem a little too nice, though.
Are you the one? The Arisian that Oha treated? That girl has got some nerve. A legitimate priestess treating an Arisian. I'll have a stern word or two with Ord when I see him next. So you're the Arisian that everyone's talking about. Strange things have been happening here lately, so everyone's uneasy. Try not to cause any trouble, okay?
You having a cup too? Huh? Since when did Arisians have red hair?
So you're the Arisian everyone's talking about. There are many among us, Reda, who do not think well of your kind. It's not any fault of yours. It's because we've had many problems with other Arisians living here. I'm sure there are some in the village who'll speak ill of you, but please try not to blame them.
Whoa, who are you, mister?
Oh, are you the Arisian that Olha was talking about? I'm glad you're okay. I'm surprised Chief Ord allowed it.
Hey, mister! Who are you? You've got short ears and no tail. Are you a friend of Sir Kevin?
Well, well, you must be from Europa. Did you by any chance wash ashore here on Quatera Island? I'm surprised that the Reda even cared for you. My name is Kevin. Like you, I also washed ashore here from the outside. What am I doing here, you ask? I'm here peddling goods from the neighboring island of Canaan. Is there anything you need? If you need some help, just let me know.
Eek! An Arisian! What are you doing here?
What is an Eurasian doing here? Well, the fact that you are here must mean that Ord has permitted it.
What's an
Oh.
You're up and about already? You were pretty weak by the time we got to the beach. I thought you might be a goner. Oh, my name's Largo. I might not look like it, but I'm actually a warrior of the tribe. Nice to meet you.
don't have ears or a tail. Are you an Arisian, mister?
Whoa! Did you want something?
So you're the... There are many among us. It's not any fault. I'm sure...
Well, I'm sure there is a lot you still don't. Lee, with these large and our tail, there's... I will be staying, but if there is anything...
chiefs told me all about you. I'm Kuval, a warrior and hunter of this tribe. It's unfortunate that you washed ashore here. This may sound cruel, but you're doomed to stay here. There's no way to escape from the Canaan Islands. You have no choice but to live in this land, sealed off by the Great Vortex.
You recovered rather quickly. You seem pretty tough for a helpless Arisian. As I said, you need not thank me. Olha and Isha are the ones who found you on the beach and cared for you. Personally, I would rather see you leave this island immediately, if only this bridge were not broken. Over there, you can see Canaan Island. It's a tad larger than Quatera. On the east coast of Canaan Island, the Arisians have built a town. If you could go there, you would be able to meet your tailless brethren, but... as you can see, the suspension bridge to cross over there has collapsed. It did not fall naturally. A portion of the rope had been burned through. Not only that, amidst the confusion caused by the fallen bridge, a certain person disappeared from the village. That was roughly a month ago. Obviously, there is no reason for one of the brethren to do such a thing. Thus, there is no denying the culprit is in fact an Arisian. I doubt it has to do with you. You washed ashore only 3 days ago. But even so, you can surely understand why everyone is a bit uneasy.
no idea you had gotten this far. You were not in the village, so I went looking for you, thinking you might have gotten lost or something. But from the looks of it, all my worrying has been for naught. This is the Fountain of Prayer, one of the Redda's sacred grounds. The water here is imbued with Alma's breath. This water is used during ceremonies as well as for healing. When we treated you, we also used it to cleanse your wounds. Oh yes, Sir Adolf. Have you seen Isha around? It seems she is also not in the village. Oh, Isha. I am sorry, Sir Adolf. She is a kind child, but she tends to be shy around strangers. Lately, she's been acting a little strange. It is as if she's hiding something. Oh, pardon me. What I said has nothing to do with anything. I shall look for her and return home shortly. Sir Adolf, your wounds have just healed, so please take it easy. Can I help you? She has? I'll be on my way then.
Isha hasn't played with me much lately. She always has to go off somewhere.
I've done it again. I was cleaning the house when I broke the pot of glaze that has been passed down in our family for generations. My husband won't be able to do any pottery work for a while now because of me.
Poof! Ryuk ran away because he doesn't want to clean up. Where'd he go now?
The cooking of the Reda receives the blessing of the spirits and the bounty of the forest and sea. Sir Toxa brings us the bounty of the sea, while Sir Kuval and others bring us the bounty of the forest.
Doesn't it smell delicious? Everyone in the village will come share this meal. We share everything in our lives because we're all family. Well, have you learned something?
Did you know that Arisians once lived on this land, together with the Reda? The Reda have always sought to become one with nature, with Alma. But the Arisians, they gradually began to live by destroying and consuming. Everything changed, especially after that man washed ashore 10 years ago.
A beautiful transparent stone can be found on these islands. It's called emel, and we use it to make various ornaments. But it's also harder than any metal, so it can be used to make weapons. To process emel, you need to use a special technique. There's only one person now who's familiar with the technique.
My Ryu really hates helping out around the house. I wish he'd learn a thing or two from his elder sister, Marv. Someday, he'll have to take on the role of fisherman.
I wonder if Parisians make wine too. I'd sure like to have a few swigs of theirs and see what kinds they got. I guess I'll ask Aru next time.
It is customary for us Reda to show our gratitude to the spirits whenever we take things from nature. Even when we take the bark of trees to make clothes, we are always careful to leave some of the bark intact. If we don't, the tree would die, and the spirits would become angry. There are some Reda who live in the Arisian settlement on Canaan Island. I hear everything in their settlement is built of stone. I want to go see it someday. If Granny hears me say that, though, I'll be in big trouble.
The younger generation is changing. Ever since we had contact with the Arisians, they've been slacking. As Reda, we must strive to live united under the divine protection of the spirits. But nowadays, there are some who leave the village to live selfishly.
Chief Ord and Sir Kuval are too soft. They should know what the Arisians have done on Canaan Island. The Arisians can never be forgiven for what they've done.
It seems that you have been busy exploring the island. Though with your conspicuous appearance, I doubt you are up to anything. Just be careful not to rile up the villagers.
Are you all right? Thank goodness. I'm sorry. Looks like I was wrong. You see? Look out! Got it! Sister? Thank goodness I made it in time.
When I heard the accursed roar, I quickly went around and gathered everyone I could find. But I never expected the first dragon hunt in 10 years to end just like that.
I heard the story from Isha. Without your bravery, she might no longer be with us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We call that horrible beast the Wandering Calamity. They've appeared since ancient times and have been most destructive. They last showed up 10 years ago. There were 3 of them back then. We were fortunate to vanquish all of them, but we paid a heavy price. Young man of Arisia? No. Adol Kristen. Honestly, you've amazed me, sir. You see, steel weapons are useless against the Wandering Calamity. They can be used to weaken it, but you can't hope to slay the beast. You need a special weapon to penetrate its hard shell. This is forged from a stone called Emel, found throughout these islands. It's harder and stronger than any metal the Arisians ever brought here. Olha's arrowheads are also made of Emel, which is why she was able to finish the beast off.
But that's only because you had weakened it beforehand. To think you overpowered that monster without an Emel-based weapon. Sir Adol, you are a fine warrior.
Adol, I need to have a word with you. Join me in my room.
Uncle? You don't still think Sir Adol is...
I just need to speak with him as the chief. You needn't worry. Well, come with me. So you've come. We have much to discuss, but first, I must thank you. I'm so grateful that you rescued Isha. She and Olha are the precious children of my younger brother and his wife. "10 years ago, they sacrificed their lives protecting the village from the Wandering Calamity. To think the same fate almost befell Isha. I truly cannot thank you enough. And I would like to apologize for my rude behavior toward you. You're only the second Arisian I ever accepted. Most are greedy, have no love for the spirits, and try to disturb the peace in this land. Sorry. I'll get to why I brought you here. You remember the stone wall to the north of the Fountain of Prayer? Where the monster came out of, I mean. There's actually an underground passageway beyond that wall. It's an ancient path to the shrine. Apparently, it even passes below the sea and reaches Canaan Island. So, now I have a question for you. Would you be willing to use that path to cross to Canaan Island? That's what I thought you'd say. I hear your sword shattered in the battle against the Wandering Calamity. So in that case, take this with you. This is a sword made of emerald that borrows power from the spirits. You will acquire various skills and magic by upgrading this weapon. A great warrior like you should have no problem realizing its potential. Well, not to ask a favor in return, but can you do one more thing for me? It's a sacred white mirror known as the Mirror of Zem, which has been passed down to our priestesses for generations. It was stolen from our altar a month ago, the same day the breach fell. I don't mean to implicate the Arisians, but we've already searched all of Quatera Island. So it's highly likely that it's indeed on Canaan Island. I'm sorry for asking. Just make a note of it.
I heard! You beat the Wandering Calamity before the chief, my brother, and the others could get there, right? Not bad!
Lady Wanuka came to help us out at home. Now we want to hurry up and get to cook too.
The Retta are actually talking to me now. That was a bit of a shock. I've heard you saved one of the village kids. The bridge is still down, so I'll just try settling down here and continue with my peddling. Huh? There's a path underground that connects to Canaan Island? Ah, I've seen underground ruins near the town, so that must be where they lead, right? I've heard it's crawling with monsters, though. It would be impossible for me to use that passageway.
My big sister's even more annoying than my mother, always nagging me to help out. I just can't take it.
Huh? He's not here either. For crying out loud, that brat is such a handful.